Hey guys, welcome to Tiny Garden Habit. My name is Adriana and I garden in beautiful and scorching hot Transylvania, Romania, Zone 6B. Today I am sitting in front of my onion bed, which I am just about to harvest, and I want to take you on this journey with me because I have some mixed onions in here. I have onions from sets and onions from seeds, so I want to pick them all and just show you which perform better. If you're curious about that, follow along. Look at the size of this thing. Now, this is easily the biggest onion I have in my garden so far. Let's get it out. Oh, you're so pretty. So how do you know when an onion is ready for harvest? Well, two things. You can look at its neck. Like for example, this giant one, it's still standing up straight. See even if I hold it from here, and this means that it can keep growing, but it also has some dry skins. While most of the onions in my garden look like this, their neck is soft and the leaves are falling over and their skins are starting to dry up, and this is how I know that I can start picking them. Of course you can pick them at any time and leave them to cure, but this is the best way to know that they're fully grown and you've got everything out of them. Whew. Oh my god, it's so hot outside that the camera stopped working from the heat. Now, I finished picking all the onions. You can see them behind me, and the bed is all cleared up. I'm probably gonna have beet seedlings in there for the autumn harvest. So what I am going to do next is actually take them up into the attic up there. If you can see, take them all up, line them up in a single layer on the floor, allow them to cure for a couple of weeks, and while we do that we can compare the harvest that we've got. So I'm here in the barn's attic. Looks kind of nice this time of day, and I finished the task of spreading all the onions to dry, which I can show you right now. Just let me flip you for a second. Okay, so over here I have 3 rows of 3 varieties of onions. I was gonna say tomatoes, but these are obviously not tomatoes. 3 rows of onions that I grew this year. This row over here is onions from sets, and these 2 are onions from seeds, which have been multi-sown. So the onions from sets are obviously the winner this year, although last year that was not the case. So it really depends on your source of where you buy your sets and the quality of your sets. This variety is a well-known yellow onion variety called Stuttgart. It grows really big and it forms these flat bulbs. And a set looks like this tiny fellow. This variety over here is very dark red, and I assume it's gonna be delicious. It's called Red Baron, but unfortunately it's either because it snowed really heavy this year or because I've multi-sown them and they don't enjoy that. But the largest onion I got was this. Most of them are pretty small, a lot smaller than last year when I grew something called Red Amposta. So this is Red Baron. I'm really excited to taste it. And the last onion that I grew, it was pretty hard to get these guys to germinate, so I didn't have a lot of them. This is a yellow onion variety called Rinsberger or something like that. And it has these oval shaped bulbs. So yeah, that's about it. I'm not very happy with the onions from seeds, I have to tell you. And I'm probably gonna, just a sec, I'm probably gonna sow a lot of sets next year and sow them just one next to each other, one by one, instead of multi-sowing them, because the ones that you've seen, the Stuttgart from sets which grew really big, they were sown just one by one. And I could do that and just really take care of them, water them, and snip the tops and allow them to really swell. So that will be an experiment for next year. What I'm about to do now for storing these onions is to leave them here on the floor for a couple of weeks until they dry, just like this garlic. If you can see, this garlic over here has been harvested a couple of weeks ago, and it's already having its leaves and stems dehydrated. So the same thing is about to happen to my onions, which I will probably just leave here over the winter, but I could also put them on a string and hang them up, or put them in a box, but usually they hang out here over the winter just fine, and I put a blanket over them so that they don't freeze too hard. So if you want to have a final comparison, here's the biggest onion from set compared to the biggest onions from seed. You can see that the difference is quite dramatic. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna grow more of this next year and snip the tops so that they don't fall over too much, and just really take care of them. So that was it for today. Thanks so much for joining my onion harvesting video. Hit the like button if you learned something, if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.